Hello, Grace. I'm glad you were able to meet with me today.
Hello.
My name is Brittany, and I am a child protection services worker, and my job is to assess some of the concerns that your teachers and your guidance counselor have shared with me. I would like to get to know you a little bit better and talk with you about some of the things that you are currently going through. By talking with you, I will be able to see if there is anything I can do to help you. Would it be okay for us to talk just a little while about some of those things?
I guess so.
Okay. Before we get started, I have to quickly talk to you about confidentiality, which means anything that we talk about is 100% confidential. So that just means that I'm not allowed to tell anyone the things that you tell me while you're here. And anything that we talk about, we will be kept in confidence between you and me. And there are a couple of exceptions to that rule. So if you tell me that someone has been hurting you, or that you want to hurt someone else, or that you're thinking about hurting yourself, then I have to report those things. Does that make sense to you?
I guess, but I'm kind of afraid.
Well, that's okay to be afraid. You are going through a lot right now. But my job is to be here for you and to help you. And I will only do what's best for you so that you can be happy and safe.
Okay.
So first, I would like for you to tell me a little bit about yourself. So what are some things that you like to do?
Okay. I am 10. I like to dance and I like to play with my friends.
Well, dancing is so much fun, and I bet that you're a really good dancer. What kind of things do you like to do with your friends?
Well, I'm not allowed to play over at my friends' houses, usually because my mom never lets me. We usually just play at school. We play on the playground together and at the gym and other stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you don't get to play with your friends other than at school. Why do you think that you're not allowed to go over to their houses?
My mom said it was because she does not know her other people's parents.
Oh, okay. Well, have you ever asked her if she could meet their parents so that you would be able to go over to your friend's house and play?
Yes, but she always says she is busy and we will have to wait until another day. But I don't think that is true.
What do you think is the reason that your mom will not let you go to your friend's house?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I know that you're a little bit nervous, and maybe it's hard for you to talk about some of the things that we're talking about today, but it's okay for you to share with me because I just want to do what's best for you.
Well, I want to tell, but I promised my mom I would not tell anyone, and I don't want to get in trouble.
I understand that, but it's okay for you to tell me, Grace. You will not be in any trouble.
But if I tell you, my mom might get in trouble, and I don't want her to get in trouble either because I love her.
Well, I know that you love your mom, and it's okay for you to be afraid, but I'm just here because I want to be able to help you.
I know.
You know, a lot of people that come and meet with me, they go through hard things too, just like you. And they're also afraid to talk about them. But most of them have told me that after they talk about them, they feel so much better because it's hard to keep all those feelings that they're having bottled up inside.
Okay, well, I think that my mom doesn't let me go to my friends' houses because she is afraid she will get in trouble if she does.
Why would she think that she would get in trouble for letting you go over to your friends' houses?
Well, because I have bruises. I think my mom doesn't want me to go to my friends' houses because she is afraid if they see the bruises, she will get in trouble.
Okay. So, why do you think your mom would get in trouble because you have bruises?
Because sometimes she gets mad.
Okay. What do you mean by that? Like, what happens when your mom gets mad?
Sometimes she gets mad at me when she's having a bad day and she hits me. That's why I have bruises.
I'm very sorry that that's happened to you, Grace. But I am very happy that you decided to share that with me so that I can be able to help you more.
Yes, and I know that the bruises are the reason I am not able to live with my mom right now. Someone came and took me to live with another family.
Yeah, that is a big change, and changes can be hard to cope with sometimes. Do you like the family that you're staying with? Could you tell me a little bit about them?
Yes, they are nice and they have a daughter who is so we play together that is fun. We do lots of stuff together that I didn't get to do with my mom at home. We even eat dinner at home together at the table every night.
Well, that sounds wonderful. And I think that it's great that you have someone that is your age that you can play with and you can talk to. What's their daughter's name?
Her name is Sarah.
Well, what do you and Sarah like to do together?
She likes to dance too. Her mom said if I stay with them for a while, she will let me sign up for dance class with Sarah.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. And I know that you have told me that you love to dance.
I do, but I don't know if I want to stay with them forever. I know my mom hits me when she is mad, but she does still love me, and I love her too. I don't know why she just gets mad sometimes.
Well, that's something that I can talk to your mom about when I get to have a meeting with her. We can talk about why she gets upset and what we can do to help your mom. We can just try to see what makes her upset and how we can help her, because we want you and your mom to be able to have a relationship if possible, but at the same time we also want to make sure that you're safe.
I know.
So for just a minute, would it be okay before our meeting ends today if we talk about school for a second?
Yes, that would be okay.
Okay. Do you like school? Can you tell me like what your favorite subject is in school?
I like school. I like to read, but I don't like math very much.
Well, that's okay. Everyone has one subject that they like a lot more than others, but reading is very fun.
Yes.
So, your teacher has told me that you're having a hard time in class and that your grades are starting to go down some. Can you tell me a little bit about why that you think that your grades are going down and you're having a harder time at school right now?
I had a hard time because my mom was mad more than usual. I have been afraid of what might happen to me, and now I'm living in a new place and it's hard.
Yeah, I understand that. I can imagine that if you are being in a new place and a new home with new foster parents, and that's a lot of changes, and that would be really hard. Do you think that if you did some after school tutoring or some one-on-one time with your teachers that would help you any?
I think I know a lot. I just had so much happening that I haven't been able to try my best. Maybe if I had some one-on-one time to help me catch up, I could do better.
You know, I think you're right, Grace, and that sounds like a great plan. If it's okay with you, after our session, I'm going to talk with your foster mom and I will have her to meet with your teacher and see if your teacher would be able to make a special time each day that she could sit down and work with you one-on-one. Would that be okay with you?
That would be okay.
Now, one last thing I want to ask you before we have to leave our session. I think that it would really help you if you were able to talk more about your feelings and if you didn't keep everything all bottled up inside. So I think it would be a good idea if you could go to therapy. Do you think that that would be a good idea if you went to therapy?
What would I do at therapy? I don't know if I would like it.
Well, the kind of therapy that I'm talking about is a little bit different than regular therapy. It's called play therapy. So when you go, you would just sit down with your therapist, and while you're there and you're telling her about things that are going on in your life, you would sit down and play games, and they have toys in there, and they even color pictures, and they just do a lot of fun stuff. And a lot of kids that I see really like this kind of therapy, and they have a lot of fun while they're there. Do you think that that sounds okay?
That sounds like it might be fun. I could try that.
That's wonderful, Grace. I will plan to set that up for you, and I will send the appointment information to your foster parents. Now, with that being said, our time is up for today, and so we're going to have to end our session, but I would like to meet back with you in a couple weeks and check on you and see how things are going, to see if you're enjoying therapy and if your grades are improving after one-on-one time with your teacher, and all of the things that we talked about to help you today, to see if those are actually helping. Do you think that would be okay?
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, great. Well, I will plan to see you again in 2 weeks then, and I'm so glad that I got to meet you today, and I'm very happy that you talked with me so that I can begin to help you. I will see you very soon, okay?
See you next time. Bye.
Bye, Grace.